Hey everyone, and welcome back! I'm going to do a little bit different of a video for you today and talk about some TV shows that I like, most specifically TV shows that have been adapted from book series. Now, most of these I haven't actually read the books, but the fact that they are adapted from a book series interests me and makes me wonder about why I like these series a lot more than others. So without further ado, here we go. So number 7 for me is a new show that came out this season that just recently had its finale, and that is the Shannara Chronicles, and that plays on MTV. I really love this series. It was the first time that MTV has done like a high fantasy series, and I think they did it really well. I can't compare them to the books, the Shannara Chronicles books by Terry Brooks, and I've never read those, so I don't have anything really to compare it to, but I just really enjoyed getting immersed in this world and thought MTV did a really good job of world building and making it look realistic. So if you like elves, gnomes, etc., things of that sort, you should check out the Shannara Chronicles. Number 6 for me is another one that is new this season, and I believe it's still on currently. And that is The Magicians, and it plays on Sci-Fi. And the book series originally is by Lev Grossman, and I have the books. I've read most of the first book, so this is one that I can say I have read the book, and it sticks pretty true to it for the most part. It's described as Harry Potter goes to grad school, and I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It's sexy, it's smart, it's all of the things that you would want in Harry Potter goes to grad school. So I also really recommend this show, and I think you can watch it on Sci-Fi right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can. Number 5 for me is a Netflix show, a Netflix original, and that is Marvel's Jessica Jones. I just finished watching it last night, and that kind of inspired this video idea for me. I absolutely loved this show. I thought Jessica Jones was the feminist superhero that everyone needed in their lives, and I just really enjoyed it. It was very suspenseful, kind of spooky at times, and it has David Tennant being a super creepy dude, which is so different than him as Doctor Who. So it was really interesting to see him in that part, and I don't want to spoil any of it. I think you should go watch it on Netflix right now. So I just realized halfway through making this that I only have 6 on the list. So please disregard any of the numbers I've been saying earlier. It is not top 7, it is top 6. Sorry guys. Ugh, what a mess. So number 3 actually is Game of Thrones, obviously. Even though this last season has diverged a lot from what the books are, I still really enjoy it. Well, because it had nowhere to go. There were no books to cover the storyline. So I still really love that show, and if you haven't started watching it, you should just kind of jump on that bandwagon because you don't want to be left behind. It's a world and cultural phenomenon right now, and it's one of those things that you want to be a part of. So if you haven't watched it yet, and you're over the age of 14 and can handle gore, I would say watch it. If you're not over that age, it's a little iffy. It's a little raunchy at parts, so up to your parental discretion there. So 2 actually for me is Outlander, and that show is on Starz. And I absolutely adore Outlander with all of my heart. This show is so great. If you have no idea what it's about Claire, and she lives in the 1940s, I believe right after World War II. She and her husband go on a vacation to Scotland, and she touches these rocks and goes back in time, and she meets Jamie, who is the Scottish man of my dreams, and she has to kind of decide between her life back with her husband Frank in the 40s or her life with Jamie in the 1700s, and it's just so good. And that's another one that's up to your parental discretion because it shouldn't probably be watched if you're under the age of like 14 or 15. Just saying. But if you're over that age, it's a really steamy show and I like it a lot. And my number one, if you've been around on this channel for any length of time, you know how much my heart beats for my Mad Fat Diary. Even if the last season kind of wrecked everything that was set up, whatever. I still love that series with all my heart and recommend it to literally everyone I meet. So I'm meeting you now and I'm saying go watch my Mad Fat Diary because it will change your life. If you've ever admired my little mug that's up here, this is Finn Nelson, and once you meet Finn Nelson, he will change your life for the better. So watch this show. It deals with mental illness in a way that I have never ever seen mental illness be handled on a TV show, and it's so brilliant. So if you're interested in any of those themes or eating disorders, weight, self-esteem, anything, it like tackles it all really beautifully. And like he's amazingly beautiful, so he really makes the show awesome as well. So I can't highly recommend that show enough to everyone. Alright, well, there are my TV shows that I like, but if you have any books turned TV shows that you really like right now that I should be checking out, leave them in the comments down below. And if you are inspired to watch any of these shows and like go and watch them, come talk to me, because I will fangirl about any and all of these shows that I just mentioned because I am a super fan. As always, thank you guys for stopping by my little book nook of the internet, and I will see you next time. Bye!